All right, we'll give it just a couple seconds for YouTube to catch up. And it'll let me know here in a minute. Maybe I should have done the countdown because I don't know when it's going to be live. I think we are live. Now we are live. Just a couple seconds. There we go. Hi, everybody. Look who I've got with me. This is Michelle Marie from Astrological Tarot. And I'm Scott, if you guys don't know me. But thank you all for being here. And just appreciate my guest here who is had me on her show many times and a good friend. She just is a wonderful person and a wonderful reader as well. So I'm looking forward to doing some readings with you. So how are you, Michelle Marie?
I am wonderful, and I'm so happy to be here with you. It was so fun talking backstage. We apologize for a little bit of delay, but we had so much fun catching up and just finding out what Scott was up to. So, yeah.
Yes, and we appreciate everybody in the chat. Let me say hi real quick. We've got Shika and Jackie. I need to change this banner real quick because that is really too big. There we go.
There we go.
And where was I? Jackie, and there's this Jonathan guy hanging around. That's Michelle's husband, if you don't know. And Juanita. Hi, Juanita. And Imelda. And Joyful Journey, Jen. And Dulce Bella, Luna. Welcome. And let's see, a few others. Jules. In. Hey, and is Shabali here? Shabali's here. Hi, Shabali. All right, and Daniela, hey, I've got your question. And yeah, we're going to be doing some readings. So if you guys want to put your questions in caps and emojis, I took the banner down this time, but if we need to put it up, I will. I figure you guys know the rules by now, and the housekeeping, I should say, over the rules. But Nicola, welcome. I've got you. All right, and we'll get started in just a moment. See, YouTube keeps unsubscribing people. I don't know why.
That's been happening to me too. Like I lost 77 followers last month. And then I had people emailing me going, I don't know why that wasn't me. And
that
so
wasn't me, right?
Yeah, it's very different. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was an issue last night. There was 3 or 4 that had to subscribe again to get into the chat.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and to be honest with you, Jonathan and I both worked for Google, and Google owns YouTube.
Right.
And so Google is in bed with the new administration, and the new administration is backed by Project 2025. Project 2025 does not support what we do. So there could be something in the algorithm.
Oh, I hope not. Yeah. But all right.
Me neither, but we work there.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay, so anything else that anybody has that you want to put into chat? Questions for me and Michelle? We're doing personal questions just like normal. So I've got Shika, Daniela, and Nicola.
And hi, Kelly. Hi, Jackie.
Hey, Kelly.
And yes,
I got to wave at Kelly.
Yeah. Yes.
Kelly likes the waving.
Aww.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started then. Hey, Christine, welcome. And of course, donations do go first. You will be bumped to the front of the line. Plus, you will get a little bit longer reading. So if you guys want to do that, feel free. Super chat, super stickers over there. And down here in the description is PayPal and also I can't think of it. Zell. Yes. Okay, Jules says her question is there, but I didn't see it. Let me scroll up, Jules. All I see is that you said hi, everyone. Yep, that's all I got. So, Jules, if you will repeat your question for me. Oh, she was getting ready to type her question, I think.
Okay.
That's what's going on. Okay. I'll have a look out for that. Let's go ahead and get started. And first of all, I wanted to ask Michelle. She does a great job at doing a little bit of a forecast astrologically. Do you want to do that? Are you prepared for that? I think you're always prepared. But
I pretty much am. Yeah. So just to all of the wonderful females in the audience, on the 20th and 21st, we have a Gandanta. That Gandanta is happening in the Mula Abutta Gandanta. What is that? The Gandanta is between fire and water signs sidereally. What's sidereal? It's the real map in the sky. The Western calculation is it's off by a few degrees because it doesn't factor in the Earth's axis. I made a whole video about it. Long story short, it's going to bring some issues for women, prominent women in society, issues around femininity and ways that we can protect ourselves as the female race. Now, this has to do with anyone who identifies as a female as well. Okay, so the 20th and 21st, just be a little more aware. On the 29th and 30th, we have Mercury going through Gandanta. I call this Gandanta season. We can expect probably the deaths of a few people there in our intellectual community, in addition to some intellectual deaths in the, I should say, unalives, to be more, it's something that one of my Gen Z clients told me to say, to be more sensitive, but it's going to bring out endings and new beginnings. So we can expect some things there. I also did I went into my journal, which is in Spanish now, through the entire year of 2026. And I did that just a couple of weeks ago, and I've been adding to it. And just in January, just to warn everybody, Venus, Mercury, Mars, and Sun are all going to be at war. That means combustions and planetary wars. So if you're connected to Libra and Taurus, that's Venus. If you're connected to Virgo and Gemini, that's Mercury. If you're connected to Leo, that's Sun. And if you're connected to Scorpio and Aries, that is connected to Mars. There's going to be a lot of planetary wars going on in the sign of Sagittarius, which then moves into Capricorn. So there's going to be a lot of drama coming up within families and dynamics and things going on in January. You can contact me for remedies, but those are the main things that are coming up just immediately. When it comes to mantras that you can do, one of my favorite mantras to do is Mrityunjaya mantra, and it covers basically everything. And I'll go ahead and give that to you now for everyone in the audience. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandham Pushtivardhanam Purvarukamiva Vandanam Richor Vukshiyamamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandham Pushtivardhanam Purvarukamiva Vandanam Richor Vukshiyamamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandham Pushtivardhanam Purvarukamiva Vandanam Mrityor Vukshiyamamritat. Om Shanti 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 Om Peace Peace Peace. So as you deal with the drama toward the end of December and into January, know that the revelations that come in 2026 will be stepping stones, not blocks for the rest of you. I'm going to be on a few podcasts, bigger podcasts. I'm going to put those in my community channel, and I'm going to be talking about 2026 revelations on my show on next Monday, this coming Monday. I'm going to be giving 2026 readings based on your moon and rising sign. If you go to my website, I have a free sidereal calculator. You can go ahead and do that. Join me Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, and I can go ahead and give you free astrological readings for 2026, paid if you feel so inclined. So I hope that was helpful, Scott.
That was awesome. Thank you so much. I felt that one.
Oh,
I felt that one. Yeah. Beautiful.
because you're
All
tuned
right.
in.
What's that?
That's because you're tuned in, love.
That was awesome. And I wanted to thank Courtney for the donation. You'll go first. And a bunch of people came in. If I missed you, I apologize. Judy is here in the skies. Salam, Juanita, Mona Lee, Courtney, of course. So thank you guys for coming in. And Salam, I do have your question. You're good. All right. So let's go ahead and we'll go to Courtney.
Okay.
How
So,
will work go for me in the weeks ahead?
So, Miss Courtney, the first card I got for you was Scorpio, meaning there's going to be a lot of transformation in the weeks ahead for you. You might be rethinking your business and how you are. Oh, gosh. Okay. Just to start off, if anyone isn't following Courtney on Facebook or YouTube, she is an amazing photographer. She travels the world and takes photos of things that we can only hope to see and experience. So I hope that you follow her. That said, some transformation is coming your way, my dear. I asked what was going your way. I wish I could see your chart, but what I got was the sun reversed. So what does this tell me? This tells me that there is a minor challenge that's going to be ahead for you, especially in the next few weeks. It might be a phase of growth where you're not fully ready to blossom from. It's involving maybe some unresolved issues regarding your goals, but it's because you're still in a learning phase in this particular area. Okay, so the sun represents the self and the ego. And the sun is going to be at war with a lot of planets, like I said earlier. So the sun suggests that you haven't fully stepped into the image that you wish to project upon others. And you're saying, oh my gosh, because this is so true. I'm like, why isn't she famous yet? Because your photography is amazing. And it's because they're doing some work with you regarding the ego to transform you into something beyond what you're doing. Wow. So any type of inflations in the ego, which they're saying are ripples on the pond for you, they're not like waves, which is good. You do not need to seek attention or validation from what you're receiving. Instead, just focus on your current state of happiness and be sensitive to the needs of others. That way your photography in your whole life path is going to remind yourself to pay attention to the important people in your life and really focus your lens, your photography lens, on them. So it's time to question whether you've developed this amazing independence that's necessary for your happiness and success, but it might be facing some undue pressure from family members that can bruise the ego a little bit, but it's actually a good thing. So let me go to my Whispers of Ganesh because that's calling to me right now. Okay, so just give me a second to do that.
Guess what was calling to me today too?
Oh,
It was calling to me today too.
wow.
Yeah.
I got enlightenment. You're going a level up, Courtney. This is a big deal. You're going to have a skull lighting moment, like something that just blows your mind. Okay. You're going to connect the true source after you go through this. And, this is a very beautiful purple card. It's connected with spirituality and creativity and art, which is what you do. Okay. You are an artist of the most beautiful sense. This is the Sahasrara chakra. So it's connected to your well-being, your mind, your spirit in this life. And all energy blocks will keep you from connecting to crown, true source, blowing that up. So set a clear goal of how you would like to connect to your higher self. And through connecting to others, you can connect to that higher self. by kind of putting yourself on the back burner a little bit for the next few weeks, you are going to learn some really profound and beautiful things that will help you rise up spiritually. And to really enjoy living life on earth, the more that we can release any limiting programs from our past, because I got Scorpio for you, which is limiting programs from our past, emotional patterns. That's actually coming up with the Venus Gandanta, the Mercury Gandanta, because you're very smart and you understand, you have an eye for beauty. So that's Venus and Mercury for you, which tells me they're strong in your chart. You can create your life as you intend it and shine more as a sun, but they're trying to like chip off a few parts of you so that like those extra parts of you from past lives and experiences can shine through. So choose to live your life fully. Humble yourself a little bit for the next few weeks, allow spirit in, and you can achieve full enlightenment where all things are possible. Very exciting. And again, follow her channel. She's amazing. Can't wait to see what you have, Scott.
Thank you, Michelle. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just thought it was really wild that we both were called to this deck today. Yes. So, yeah. And I thought of you when I saw it, and I'm like, oh, I have to have this and put it in there. So if we have the same cards, I apologize. But that would actually be that would be good, I guess, right? All right. So, Courtney, I've got the Knight of Cups here. And this means that something or someone is coming in for you. I think this could be, a friend or, a family member who's coming in the next couple of weeks for you. And I think this correlates with the reading I gave you a couple of nights ago, where we were saying we thought your family was going to come in. So Six of Cups. This could be a family card. Can be a gift that's being given, or a gift that you are giving to someone, but it could be, going to you too. So just pay attention to the signs that are out there as far as messages that come with gifts, because sometimes the gifts that you can get are from spirit. Okay. And then I got the Page of Cups. So this is 3 cup cards in a row. The other 2 are not, but that's a lot of emotion coming in. So this is an overabundance of emotion with the Page of Cups. So this just means that good things are coming in. Emotional control is important. So because you got so much emotion coming in, and if you can do that, then the weeks ahead, I think, are going to be really good. You've got some fast energy coming in with the 8 of Wands. So I always say slow down when you get this card, because if not, you can get like kind of brushed away by the fast energy and kind of get lost. So make sure you slow down and take things one step at a time. Baby steps are fine. And then you got the Page of Swords. And Page of Swords is the learner page and takes action. So fast energy and you run a lot, right? the Page of Swords is there to, say, hey, take action now. And good things will happen for you. Manifest what it is that you want. This is also a page of manifestation. So just the sky's the limit for you. Got really good cards. For your oracle cards, I got celebration. And it says, take time out to celebrate. All right. And then you got an anchor for stability. So I feel like this is you. You are an anchor. So when you're stabilized and you're set, where you're going, you are the leader. You're the person to go to. So you are an anchor to others. And then I'm going to pull a Ganesh card. And you got blessings. So look at that. Lots of blessings coming to you. I agree with Michelle. It's just going to be a good couple of weeks coming in. And I'm going to give you a magical message. looks like this. They all look different on the back. And it says, invest your energy into your highest self. The more you invest, the more you will become. So invest your energy into your highest self is what that's saying. And I think that that's going to be a theme for you to carry with you. So that's what I got. Thank you, Courtney. All right.
And welcome, Venus.
Hey, Venus. And Mona Lee came in and did a donation. So we'll get to Mona Lee next. I'm looking forward to 2026. Anything happening for this year and spirit?
Oh my goodness. Well, if you join me on Monday and you put your birth time into my calculator, I can give you a very detailed reading. So join me then. But I did pull some cards for Mona Lee. And the first card I got was Aries. Aries is a warrior. It's all about starting new things, stepping into your power, really realizing who you are as a warrior spirit. So I'm kind of excited for you when it comes to this. Aries is all about new beginnings. It's the start of the zodiac. It represents the ram. The rams lock horns at the start of the mating season. And they're like, nope, this is my time, right? This is just before the harvest starts to bloom and need some things. So I went to my Mahabharata oracle because my tarot said no to you, but my oracle card said yes, which tells me you're a very interesting soul. I got Draupadi. This is all about choices. Now, Draupadi was a fearless woman, much like an Aries, and she didn't believe in succumbing to men and what they're saying and what they're doing for her. She was very unusual for the time that she embodied. And when justice was due, she enacted it. And she went against the men in her life to do it because she's Draupadi. So she was a bit of a feminine warrior, so to speak. And she condemned men and kings and warriors when necessary, which is what made her very cool. And she created a choice with herself without accepting any of the conditions thrust upon her. She goes, I know who I am in God, and I know who I am as a feminine and divine spirit. And I'm going to speak against what you're doing as a man. So you're kind of stepping into yourself, into your power this year. And when Arjuna brought Draupadi, she was actually a prize in an archery competition from her father, and she just went, this is some BS. And she had to prove her worth and be like, I'm not some prize that my father gave to you. I am actually a woman of worth, and you will see me as such. And she spoke up for herself. So I feel like this is a year where you're standing up for yourself. You're strong, you're argumentative, you're truthful, and you free yourself from the idea of husband and servitude. You're your own woman. So I see yourself stepping into your power this year, into your warrior feminine spirit. And you're going to have a lot of choices that you can make this year, and they're yours to make. So that's the main energy that I got. What's around this? Oh, you're a fire sign. You feel your strength. Go, girl. Tap into that. Okay? I got determination. What does the determination card tell me? It tells me that you need to feel secure in your being and do what's best for you. The dynamics of your lifetime can be very complicated. There does not exist in the earthly dimension an environment that's free from trauma, from blockages, and from lessons. We're all subject to them. That's the energy of this particular plane of existence. So the color red represents the first chakra. It's the Muladhara, the root chakra. And what that does is when it's associated, it's trusting, it's belonging, it's accepting. You feel secure in your being. When you feel lost, when you feel insecure, when you're losing some energy because you can't see what's going on, this can lose some of its unlimited physical energy. But when you tap into it, you've got it. Okay, so you're taking back your power. Love your body, take care of it, feel secure in your life, display good common sense when it comes to making decisions, and work with spirit to create a sense of feeling rooted, lifted away from the heaviness that you're feeling. Focus on the attention of color. Focus your attention on red when you see it. What's spirit guiding you toward? And because red represents love, it represents happiness, it represents passion. It's a very Rajasic color. which means passionate and very active. So it protects you from fears and anxiety. So remain very open and honest to the possibilities that are coming into your life this year. And doing this will strengthen that root chakra and create stability and inner strength within you. Then I got a second Ganesha card. Oh, this is good. I got understanding. When you do this, you will clear your vision and you will see not with only your physical eyes, but your spiritual eyes, my dear. Okay. The eye of Ganesha symbolizes a state of grace, and it's been reached through your willingness to do spiritual work in this lifetime. So really delve into your spiritual work and allow that to help you process the grounding experiences that you are coming through by being bad ASS woman. Okay. And take the time to look at your current circumstances from a very different perspective and own them. You are the queen, my dear. Free yourself from any limiting thoughts or beliefs. You are receiving an opportunity to move beyond your past and especially your conditioning. Because what this will do is you will soar above your current situation and you will gain a much higher and greater perspective over your life. You will give yourself permission to attain the joy in your heart and your desires this year. But girl, you got to step into it and you got this. It's open. Take this opportunity. Okay, sweetie, my blessings are with you. And I love tapping into your spirit, you warrior girl. Can't wait to see what Scott says.
All right. Thank you, Michelle. Mona Lee, hi there. I got the 7 of Cups for you. And the 7 of Cups is just saying if you have a lot of options that are coming into play, choose the one that your gut tells you to, through your intuition, and don't get caught up in the emotions of things, because this is a cup card. And so just choose the one that seems right to you and move on and keep going. So that's about decisions. You also got, how about stepping into your power with the Emperor? Michelle was talking about stepping into your power. This is it. This is the Emperor. Stepping into leadership, stepping into controlling what you're doing, your own power, and just, showing who Mona Lee is. So I love this for you. You also got another cup card. So you've got the emotions coming in for you next year as well, which I think all of us do. But you especially have some water, some emotions coming in. Got the Prince of Cups. This is the same as the Knight of Cups. And the Knight is coming in and bringing in love. And this could be from spirit. This could be from somebody else, or, like a partner, or it could be romance. I'm thinking it's more spirit and spiritual by the way that your reading was with Michelle and the way that my cards are looking at me and telling me. So you also got 2 queens in a row. You got the Queen of Disc, which is the Queen of Pentacles. And then you got the Queen of Wands. So this is definitely wear your crown and know that you are positive and self-caring. That's more her, is self-caring, self-love. But the one Queen of Wands is too. But she's very self-confident as well. She enters a room and everybody knows that it's her. So these are 2 very self-empowering queens. For your oracle, I got the Moon, emotions. There you go. It's going to be a little bit emotional. If you can control your emotional, you got it. Equanimity. Equanimity is a thing for you, I think, that will help. And then you got transformation. Light and dark. So transforming the dark that may be in existence and fulfilling it with the light, changing your vibes, transforming them. You have the power to do that. You have the free will to do that. And then you got the water rabbit. It says the sweetness of quiet love. And this can be the love that you have for yourself. Okay, so just take that into consideration. And your magical message card. You're straightening your crown. Good. And there is what the back of it looks like. They're all different. It says, and suddenly all the possibilities, opportunities, and inspiration will sparkle all around you. Stay open. There you go. And that's what I got for you. Thank you, Mona Lee. All right. I think
You're
we
welcome,
had.
Mona Lee.
Oh, yes, you're very welcome. I think we had Christine come in with a donation. Yes, so Christine will go next.
Okay, so Christine, I did pull some cards for you, and I know you. I got Sagittarius. Sagittarians are amazing at taking all of their energy and putting into a laser point of focus. They point their arrow at the heart of the scorpion in the constellation and they shoot at it, meaning they are the healers and the gurus of major transformations when it comes to raising to those higher levels of being and seeking. The reason you're here is because that is your spirit. You are looking to rise up, my dear. So that is a very beautiful thing. So here are some things that I see happening for you regarding the generality of your question. I got the Chariot reversed. So when it comes to your current situation, you need to watch for roadblocks and explore alternative routes. Okay, so even the best plans can be derailed if there's some kind of insurmountable obstacle that's in your way and blocking your progress. So it's really important that if that's the case, don't fool yourself into just like stubborn resistance. Take a step back and don't be too proud that you might have been taking like a wrong turn or two. We've all done that. All right. So once you realize this, you can make a definite course correction. So there's some area of your life where you've kind of been like doggedly, for lack of a better term, banging your head up against the wall. Take your head back, look around and say, wait, there's a whole new path this way. Okay. So that's what they're showing me. So when you do this, don't become defensive. Listen to the advice of someone who matters to you and who doesn't judge you, because those are our best friends. And if the problem is that you're unsure about what you truly want out of the situation, take some time for meditation so that you can clarify your thoughts. That means don't answer the phone, don't look to other people, literally sit by yourself and sit with spirit. Because that's very important, because simply desiring success is not enough. There needs to be a guiding sense of purpose. And otherwise, you're just going to be driving this vehicle without an ability to steer it in the direction that you'd like to. And we've all been there. No judgment from me, sweetie. Been there. But it's common to encounter problems with, like, if I were to get this and someone says, you know, how's my car going to do? It's like, where's my life direction going? You need to kind of reroute. That's the main thing that they're telling me. So then I went to the Whispers of Ganesh because, you know, Scott, he's a total psychic and figured out I'd be using this deck. I got the Courage card. And he's on a chariot, but it's on a lion. It's all about having, you know, courageous, spirit-led direction in your life. So the warmth of your open heart can give comfort to all who cross your path. And the root word for courage is coeur, and it's the French word for heart. Okay, so courage comes from the heart. That's why they said, if in the Wizard of Oz, if I only had a heart, because the courage comes from the heart. It's being willing to be guided by your inner strength, by your love for others, including yourself, by truth, by justice. That's what the heart carries in it. That's our beautiful heart chakra that we were given by the divine. So when you have the courage to be your true self, you can start to feel empowered and act in ways that are true to your soul and without any illusion as to the wrong paths that you might have taken to get there. We're all there. That's why we're human. So Spirit is really urging you to let your guard down and stop wearing a mask for other people and begin to have more respect for yourself as well as others in the process. And beware of making harsh judgments about yourself. That's another thing they're telling me. Uh, because when you come from your heart, sweetie, you're going to find that you're going to relate a lot better to others because you're showing them who you are inside. And when your innate gifts start to shine through, you're going to be capable of more leadership, more achievement, more inspiring others to succeed, and you're going to thrive through your own success. So this card is a sign that your ability to cooperate, to thrive on peer adventures once you kind of redirect your course, will help you let down your walls a little bit and inherit the lion of Mother Parvati, which is what Ganesh is writing here. Mother Parvati is the goddess of destruction. She's able to take on multiple forms, like all women are able to do. So the lion represents the fierce nature of the divine feminine, and we're able to ride it because we've overcome it. So own it and trust in the fearless part of your being. Be your own inner lion and invite spirit to work with you on how to be valiant and gain that heart courage. Because the thing that they're showing me is the Wizard of Oz. She needs to take her heart back, put it inside of her, and own it. So that's what I feel like you're gaining in this lifetime, is you're literally picking pieces of your heart off of the floor from multiple lifetimes of betrayal, putting them back into your chest and stepping into your own being. And I hope that was helpful, sweetheart.
All right. Thank you, Michelle. All right. So, Christine, hey there. I've got the 10 of Wands for you. I know your situation, so I know that you have been overwhelmed with things, and that's okay. And just know that you're almost there. The 10 wraps around to the Ace of Wands, which is a new opportunity and clarity, and creativity as well, and passion. So just know that good things are coming to you, even though it might seem like they're not. And just as an example, you got the 10 of Cups right behind it. And this is definitely a happy ending, a happy continuation of, getting what you need and being with who you need. And if you're not with the right people, call in the right people, call in your tribe, ask the angels to bring them in. And this card is happiness. So the only thing it really requires is that you have gratitude. So have gratitude for the happiness that is about to enter your life. And you got a rainbow for prosperity back there as well. I've got the strength card for you. And this is kindness, gentleness, patience, tenderness, all those things that make up true strength, and not how much we lifted it at the gym. This is, what we can do and following your heart center. All right. So then I got the 7 of Pentacles. And the 7 of Pentacles is a little bit of a waiting game. So you may have to wait for some things to grow before you're able to see your harvest, your, abundance that is coming to you. Right? Because it may still feel like this in places. Then you got the Knight of Pentacles. And this is saying slow down and pause if you need to, but reroute like where you need to go, plot your course. Slow and steady wins the race. And this is the knight that always wins the race because he slows down and makes the right judgments when he's on his journey. Okay. The next card I got for you, Christine, is the Beacon. Shine on. So just keep shining. Right. And then you got distractions. I know you've been dealing with distractions recently. These are the clouds. Just know that it's okay to have your head up in the clouds every once in a while. That happens. But you can turn distractions into clarity if you just ask the archangels to change that. You know, Metatron's the best one, I think, to go to. This is a Metatron card, in fact. And he's saying for you to shine on. So turn your distractions into something positive. And then I got for you the wood horse. It says live and love joyfully. Yeah, I think this is what your guides just want for you, is to live and love as joyfully as you can. Get rid of negative emotions that are holding you back, and you have the free will to decide that if you want to live and love joyfully and how to do that. So your magical message looks like this on the back, and it says, darling, there's a reason for the dreams you carry in your heart. Honor them. So do that, Christine. Don't put yourself second to anyone or anything, and just keep going. I think that you're on the right track if you just keep honoring your feelings and keep having a positive mind frame about things. So that is what I got for you, Christine. Thank you. All right, you're very welcome, Christine. Put these up.
And someone asked about their birth time in the chart, and you know, I can figure out the major planets going on in your life, but the birth time does determine the houses that I give a reading on. So that is important. Right. What you can do is you can go to the Vital Records Department in the county that you were born in, if you're in the United States, or in the UK. You can also go, if you're Catholic or Episcopalian or Lutheran, the church usually keeps birth records. That's another place that you can go. So you don't have to rely on your family for the vital records. So just look up Vital Records Department, look up the county that you were born in, and you can usually get a birth certificate that records your birth time.
Sounds good. All right. Yeah, because I know with those charts, the birth time and place is important.
Yeah. And I do readings where, like, we'll go through the tarot and we'll figure out what it is. So, and what I do is I also look at the, if you're especially over the age of 30, I ask certain, like, I'll look at your chart that you give me without the time, and I'll say, what happened here, 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 and here? If they'll tell me, I'll figure out the health problems. I'll find out where the health problems are in the 6th, 8th, or 12th house, and then I'm able to figure out what your ascendant is. So it's a whole thing. Do that as well. So, yeah.
That's great. And I wanted to say hi to Marby and anyone else who came in that I missed, didn't mean to. So Cat Goddess is here as well. And next up is going to be Venus. Venus did donate.
Okay, Miss Venus. Well, these cards make complete sense because I just pull for the next person. The first one I got is Cancer. You have a huge heart for other people. You're a caretaker. You're a caregiver. You give everything you have to helping the needs and wants and overall mobility, both mentally, physically, and emotionally for other people, which I think is amazing, which also, of course, leads to spirit. So you are a caretaker, my dear. Then I got Sagittarius. You're able to point all of that fiery energy within your heart toward taking out the poisons that are in their lives. It could be brain plaque. It could be issues with their health. It could be things that they are struggling to really get a harness on and take action about. And that's what I love about you, is you're able to take all of that fiery action-based energy that we call seva, which is selfless service, and point it like an arrow into the heart of someone who really needs help. That is you. So when I get Cancer and Sagittarius, that's like water and fire. You've actually found a way to balance those two, which is a very beautiful thing. They're asking me to make some plans. Well, these are big plans. These are amazing plans. They are going to help you really navigate your world forward. When I see the world card, it tells me that you might be starting to embark on a major change in your life and start to see things that are a little outside your box. They're a little more foreign to you. What this tells me is you might be like a bit of a Chiron. When I say Chiron, Chiron was a wounded healer that moved outside of his culture to learn about different Ayurvedic Chinese medicine techniques, just outside of his school, and learned from masters to continue his lessons. So even if things kind of don't work out for you where you are now, know that spirit is inviting you. They're welcoming you to masters, to people of healing. They're like, bring her here. She's welcome here, and they can help you. Okay? And I got the Two of Cups reversed, which tells me that if you're seeking a relationship right now, it might not be fully supported. Okay? There's a little bit more ego on the other side, so it's important that you put yourself first in the relationship. And then I got the Light. There might be a little chaos coming your way, and once you step out of solitude, they're literally showing you that you are whole just as you are. And that when you step out and whole is just as you are, other pieces and people are going to come together and add to your storehouse of knowledge and wisdom. And it's going to come through so many healers that come into your life and help you understand your purpose in this world. And it's a soul. So I've got some really good things for you. Don't let relationships hold you back. That's the main thing that I got. Explore the world. And explore the world with your empathy, because that is one of the most beautiful parts of you, is the one in need to heal others and make their lives better. But there are masters waiting for you, and I can't wait to see what that brings for you.
All right. Thank you, Michelle. I had a little struggle with Milo there. He's trying to jump on my cards and all kinds. He's not being like Rosie and just, chilling.
Oh, so, yeah, that's true.
He probably will as soon as we're done. He'll lay down and take a nap. So.
Yeah, there's Rosie. You can't really see her.
Rosie.
Yeah, she's this dark. It's Mexico.
All right, Venus. So the first card I got for you is the Four of Pentacles. And this is the Lady of Jewels. And you can see she's wearing all those jewels, but she's dead. It's not doing her any good. So this is just saying, if you can speak your truth, you may have something that you need to, get off your chest, or something that's holding you back needs to go. So don't let anything hold you back. Be strong and courageous. And once I step out of solitude, yeah. So you did get the Eight of Swords. So this is usually someone who is trapped and has got a blindfold and is trapped all by nets and ropes, all kinds of stuff. This one is not. And it just makes me think that it's because she sees that she is free. Okay. She is free and she's not bound by the restrictions that come in. So just know that you have got this. You don't have to worry about being trapped by anything. If you start feeling that way, because this is a sword card, it's in your head. Just make sure you know that you can change that to something positive. Then you got the Moon card. So you may have some shadow work to do, and it may have something to do with this Eight of Swords card and the Four of Pentacles too. This is just saying for you to sit with the things that you need to change and that need to get better in your life, and you change them. So, like I said, Archangel Metatron is great for helping you change vibes, especially during shadow work. Then you get the Three of Pentacles, and this is other people will help you, with your journey if you allow them to. So when you step out of solitude, look for some people to come in to help you. Okay. And then I've got the Two of Swords. This is an indecision card and not being able to make a decision. The best thing to do is just follow your gut and your intuition, and then it becomes a lot easier to, handle the task that is at hand. But if you feel any of those things, just know that it's normal. That's life, and they're there to help us learn and help us grow. You did get the Yield card, so patience. So just being patient with yourself and with others. You also got Ancestors, Appreciation and Healing. And another card slipped in with this one when I pulled it out, so I'll show you it as well. Building Blocks for Life. And you can see the colors of the chakras. Yeah, so priorities. So make sure your chakras are in alignment and focus on that. And, focus on appreciation and healing with ancestral work as well. And then I'm going to get you a magical message. Yours looks like this. And it says, no, you don't break that easily anymore. Instead, you use things as fuel, like an alchemist. Okay, so just like the magician, you use things for fuel and you don't break that easy anymore. You've learned and you've grown, and you're as Michelle said earlier, I'll just say it is my channel. I don't care. You're a badass. There you go. And that's what I got for you. You do want to connect with ancestors. Awesome. And thank you, Mona Lee, for putting up Michelle's channel. If you have not gone and subscribed to her, please do so. She is wonderful, and you'll get wonderful videos and all kinds of stuff that she does daily. So please subscribe to her. Next up is Marby. And Marby wants a general reading.
Of course. Yeah. The deck that you had earlier, Scott, is that Alexis Raccoon?
Yes.
Okay. I know who she is. Okay. Yeah. I was like, I've been following her since forever. So
do you
I love
have her oracle?
I don't have her oracle deck, but I know. Yeah. So, okay. I just love that you're connected with her. She's an amazing soul.
She's
amazing. She really is. And she's an incredible artist. And yeah, there's a whole thing behind that. Okay. So, Miss Marby, oh my gosh, it is so lovely to see you. I got energetic movement for you. General reading if you have time. You've got it. And I love all of the holiday things. I'm glad that you're moving into the holidays because I'm feeling a lot of energetic movement behind you. So when I see this is about being focused on your highest goals, your highest intentions, your day-to-day activities. You're creating real transformation around you. You see Ganesha, he's dancing, he's drumming, he's using the beautiful Danaru. He is representing a very focused kind of emotion. He's also forming a Yan mudra with his hands. You can see he's got the Yan, and then he has the other mudra here. And it's known as the Chin mudra. And what that is, it's for knowledge or wisdom. So you're finding wisdom through action, through activity. And there's the symbol of a flower or of a lotus here, and that's the flow of energy moving through your chakras as indicated by the wheel of lotuses. So what tells me is that you are in a phase of development and change in your life. A lot of rapid changes are coming your way, and Spirit is showing that you have the option of breathing space to move forward again with your plans and activities once again. Things are going to come really quickly for you. And you're going to have access to a very high level of energy and movement that's going to propel you forward and help you achieve those goals. And this energy's vibration is such that you will find that your goals will be attained at a much faster rate, which is good because a lot of us can be a little impatient sometimes. So you can expect to be very busy and trust that you'll have the enthusiasm and drive for this action ahead. Now, in this movement, Ganesha is expressing his emotion in a very physical way. It's about uniting the body with the spirit, what you came here to do dharmically. So the energy of this card is all about devoting yourself to concentrating on the will that you have at this time. And this experience will not only be productive, it will also be accomplished in a very short matter of time. So you have a lot of energy coming towards you. You'll be able to catch it and then throw back that ball. Okay, so there's really no stopping you now. That's a good thing. And if you can capitalize on this energy and you come from a place that is centered on your broader goals, you will be successful if you invest things in the right time. But also make sure that before you move on to the next tax, that you complete the previous one, because things are going to be moving really quickly for you. I just see all of this energy around you. Okay, so what is the way forward for this? I asked Spirit, and they told me that temperance is the way forward for you. This is all about patience and synthesis, forgiveness, healing, moderation, blending. It's about finding if you see he's holding a sun and he's holding a moon here. What does that mean? That's the ego and the inner self. So take it easy and literally say farewell to any extremes that enter your environment right now. You are actually creating something really beautiful. Don't let any negativity or toxic positivity come in and cause any issues with that, because this emphasizes the importance of moderation in your life. Now is the time to not act impulsively. And to achieve success, you need to take a very slow, measured, and thoughtful approach. So I have all this energy, and then you need to, inside, keep calm. It's a bit of a thing. We call it Vairagya in Vedic sciences. It's the ability to be very active on the outside, but then remain calm on the inside. So it's a bit of a challenge. And just refrain from rushing the response, because it may have some detrimental effects as you try to push your goals. And instead of focusing your energy on other people, put it toward a deliberate and steady approach to bringing peace and balance. One of the things that they're telling me is that you can create a list for yourself, your desires, your non-negotiables, meaning those are your boundaries, and any necessary steps to attain them. And this can kind of help you, especially moving into 2026, because it's going to be a bit of a tumultuous year if you didn't listen to the beginning of the readings that I had with Scott. So the key to your situation relies on blending your time, your endurance, and your resources with all of these people and all of this energetic energy around you without the sense of urgency. There's a lot of activity, but there's no urgency there. It's a balance. It's like the razor's edge. Allow things to unfold naturally, despite the fact that they're coming quickly. And they're saying that impatience will be your biggest foe, because rushing or forcing things will not lead to fruitful results. They're coming fast. Let them come and be patient as they come. So that's the main thing that I'm getting. And the last part that I got to help you do this was meditation. I got the Two of Swords reversed. This is answers through meditation. Okay, this is the clarity card. So this is all about literally sitting in spirit and allowing these answers to come to you as things are coming very quickly. If you find yourself in a state of uncertainty, literally sit with spirit, let things remain, and allow them to wash over you. So some of the energetic movement is negative, some of it is positive. If you maintain your calm in the storm, it's kind of like the image that I have for the temperance card is when I was a little girl, we had this merry-go-round, and it's an actual playground piece of equipment, and it's got some poles on it. And my sister liked to hang out on the poles on the end and literally hang off as the other kids spun it, because she was just like, ah! And I would like to sit in the center and just watch what the other kids were doing. And so I would sit in the center, and it would be like, and she would be flying at 1,000,000 miles an hour. So if you center yourself, you can feel all of the energy reeling around you, but remain centered. And that's what the temperance card is all about. That's what meditation is all about. And that's what dealing with a lot of crazy energy in and around you is all about. It's finding your center in the space of chaos, creating that quiet and listening to spirit despite the tumultuous and fast messages that are coming for everyone else. Once you do that, you're going to be able to be more of an anchor spiritually and wisdom-wise. So I hope that was helpful, sweetie. I can't wait to see what Scott has to say.
All right. Thank you, Michelle. And you said the perfect thing. You said, having, I forgot what you said in the middle of chaos. Was it, it wasn't balance. I forgot what you said.
So
you
you
said
can
something in the middle of chaos.
So so I want you to imagine that a storm is coming over and you're able to sit in perfect meditation. So sit still as the storm passes.
Right.
Be still as the whirl of energy is around you.
Be centered in chaos. That's what you said.
Yes, be centered in chaos. Okay.
And that has everything to do with my cards. That says exactly what my cards are saying. Oh. And that's why I wanted to make sure I got that out. You've got the 5 of Swords, Marty. And so this just means there might be some energy that is not so great that you need to move away from. See, these people are moving away from it. And you just don't need to, worry about it or get involved unless you absolutely have to, and then speak your truth out of love and let it go. The next card you got is the Magician. So your reading's going up and down, but again, that's life. That's how life goes. And the Magician, you can handle anything that is coming your way. So there's also a change coming for you with transformation. But you have all the elements that you need to see all 4 of them there to create a beautiful life and a beautiful journey that I think you're already on, but that you can continue on. This is a manifestation card as well. Then you got the 3 of Swords. So we're going back down a little bit. If you do feel this at any time, just know that the swords are illusions and they're based on fear. Fear is false evidence appearing real. So make sure that you are not, you're feeling what you're feeling, but you don't stay in it. You let that go and change it. Okay. So this could be sorrow, confusion, just change it into something that is helpful for you, that's positive. Then you got the 7 of Cups. And this is choosing again. There's a lot of options and you can get kind of lost in them. Just pick with your logic and your intuition and you can handle whatever comes your way. And then you got the 2 of Cups. And this is having a face-to-face, or it can be, email or text. I always think face-to-face is the best. We can do that even over the computer now. Conversation with someone who you want to just let them know how much you love them, and they can let you know what they're feeling too. Just an open discussion with someone is important for you. Then you've got blessings and thanks, the abundant universe coming in. So I think the thanks part is really important because when we have gratitude, it just brings in more blessings. Okay, so abundance. And let's get you a Ganesh card. I've got divine support. You are being supported by the divine, by spirit. You can go directly to the source. And then I also got peace for you, peace and harmony. Just reminds me of, the Miss America and Miss Universe pageants when they ask them what their, mission is and say, well, I want world peace. And, we laugh at that now, but it's true. If we can have peace in our life and on this planet, then things, will go a lot better for everybody. And will funnel itself out. So I know that you are a harmonious person, and you're going to continue to shine your light wherever you go. Your magical message looks like this on the back. And it says, open your heart, expand your mind, let your radiant heart pour out into everything you do. There you go. Let your radiant heart pour out into everything you do. And I think you do this. And so I think you're on the right track. And thank you so much for being here. And thanks so much for your donation too, Marby. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Marby.
Okay. Oh, Karen is here, and she said, no wonder Amazon couldn't find Alexis Marcoon.
Yeah. That's so cute. I love that.
Spelled a little bit differently. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She's someone I've been following for a long time. She's an amazing artist. I've worked in the artist community, so she's a very beautiful human being. So I'm glad that you're tapped into her work.
Yeah, I'm not aware that she's done anything else besides
she's big.
Those two.
She's been big since I've been following hers for 15 years. So
does she have other oracles? And
yes, she does.
I'm gonna have to look into
she's got books. I'll just email me. I'll send you her stuff. She's an amazing human being. Yeah.
Awesome.
I love that you're using her deck.
Yeah. I've liked her for a while now.
Yeah.
So would you like to maybe do a speed round for
of course,
just about 20 minutes?
I love that if we have similar shows. I'm totally down with
we
it.
do. We do. Hi, Mr. Maurice.
Thanks
okay,
for
so this, he did the super member too, so that is good for a donation. I'm going to go ahead and close questions all the way so that we can get to the lightning round after Mr. Maurice. Mr. Maurice, can you give us your question, please? And I'm going to take a little sip while we're waiting.
I'm just looking at the birth time questions. There's a lot of ways to figure out your birth time. Another thing that I do is I do special consultations. They're free. I'll just give you a free link, and we spend about 15 minutes talking to each other. And I go, what happened here and there? I figure out health problems and what part of the body they came in on. And then I look at the 6th, 8th, and 12th house, and that tells me where your ascendant is. It's really weird, but I learned this from, he is a medical astrologer, and he taught me how to do that. So, and he's really big in India. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So Mr. Maurice has got his question in here. What do you see coming towards me soon in general?
Okay. Well, I always go for the next person. I got relationships need to be a focus for you right now. This situation that you have with an intimate partner, a business relationship, the people that are closest to you. Like you see the shaking of the hands here. It could be a wife or a husband. It could be a business partner. These are the people that are closest to you, Maurice. Okay, sweetie. I got that there was a missed opportunity. Like she was looking for, you were looking for your, like in this card, she's looking for her ships to come in, right? You missed it. You missed something. Okay, there was something that just kind of passed by. I've done this too. Like I had an opportunity to go to Korea, couldn't do it because of some pet things, but they're saying walk away from that. Literally walk away from it emotionally. Move on. You see this song bowl there? Walk away. That's the main thing. Don't focus on this missed opportunity because, Maurice, my dear, you have an amazing opportunity coming your way. And this opportunity is going to be, how do I say this? It is going to change your world because you're going to dive into some youthful excitement, some vibrant energy. You might be the one embodying some youth and some enthusiasm. You're going to be influenced by someone, and it's going to be someone who fits this description, or it's going to be you yourself. It's time to embrace your wild, more impulsive side. and tap into something with, like, they're telling me you're very mature and you're very methodical. They're tapping into you a little bit, and you're like, this is how things are done, and this is okay. So they're asking you to kind of break out of your action base a little bit and think outside the box, because that's what the page does. It brings in a youthful energy. So one of the best things about you right now is that you have an unshakable belief that, you do have this beautiful way of doing things and remaining in the status quo, but you need to realize that something wonderful is about to unfold in your life, and you need to embrace that. You need to embrace spirit and what's coming your way. Embrace the youthful energy around you. That could be if you have children, your children. It could be people around you that are speaking to you and saying, hey, this is important. What's going on here? Pay attention to this, because they're trying to get your attention. They're throwing their batons in the air and saying, hey, look at this, look at this. It's going to bring out an enthusiasm, a zest for life. It's going to infuse everything you do with more excitement, more passion. It's going to get you to move, get you to work through some of these patterns that you've been fighting through. A lot of us in the United States have been dealing with a brick wall when it comes to our success, when it comes to our endeavors, when it comes to our jobs. The youth of the nation see what's going on. They can see the writing on the wall. They understand what's going on. Pay attention to them, because they're going to help you move forward. They're going to help you see the truth. They're going to help your actions move in a way that's more beneficial for you and your family and what's best. So if you feel yourself a little about the situation, stay focused, composed, and achieve your goals as you always do, but allow this youthful energy in, because I think that's really important. Because, my dear, you are headed toward a new beginning. When I get this card, this tells me that you are headed towards something new and beautiful in your life. Now, when I got this card for the first time, I bought this deck. I didn't know a lot of things about Vedic principles, philosophies, and lifestyles. I immediately took to them. There was a Ganesha sloka that I just got within 2 recitations, and it's about a minute long. So there might be some samskaras, they call those past life impressions, that come in as these youthful spirits enter your environment and remind you of who you are as a soul. So notice that Ganesha here is doing the Abhaya Mudra. That's a gesture of fearlessness as you enter into this new phase of your life. And that is of reassurance. It's of safety. It's God literally saying, this is the Holy Spirit, Jesus, God, literally saying, I've got you. Okay? It dispels fear and it accords divine protection and bliss. Okay? So there is a symbol of a flower and lotus on his hand, and that's in red sandalwood paste. That lotus represents your potential to harness this beautiful, youthful energy that's in and around you and let it flower, enlighten you, allow you to be a leader. This is what you're being asked to be. So this can also unlock your Ajna chakra, and this is your third eye, your spiritual discernment. And notice that there's at his feet, there's Eliza's scroll. That's the Mahabharata. I have a Mahabharata oracle down here. It's recited by the Veda Vyasa, which is one of the most ancient texts in religious spiritualism. So I'm a big proponent of the Bible, of most spiritual texts. That's all I study. So what I'm saying is that you are stepping into a new phase of enlightenment, and you can be the wise man while the youth take care of you. That's the main thing that I'm seeing. But you do need to step into a period of study outside of what you're really comfortable with and allow that to lead you forward and lead your family forward. Now, release the need to try to bring others into your vision, especially if they're more dogmatic in their faith or their religion, because you're stepping into something new, something exciting, something different. And trust yourself and be willing to do the work that's needed to move into this new philosophy at this time, because your inspiration is very positive. It's going to bring the youth around you and in your life forward, and creativity, finances, and love will flow before you as you do this. But ask your guides to assist you in this new energy and the opportunities that are coming toward you as you receive this. But you have to step into it. If you don't step into it, you're not going to receive it. But it's there and it's waiting. And I can't wait to see what Scott said.
Yeah, it goes, without saying, this is just continuing what Michelle just said about new beginnings, and you got the Ace of Pentacles to start off with. So there you go. You do have new beginnings happening. Aces are always new, and Pentacles can be money or something materialistic that you're stepping into. So I know, issues with your job. It could be something with that where you're stepping into more money with that possibly. Then you got the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is all about faith, just believing in faith and knowing that you have a lot to learn, but willing to learn it. So, and then you will be able to teach others. The next card you got is the Six of Swords, and this is going from one place to another, like from choppy waters to clear waters. Okay, so I think that if things are a little bit negative for you right now, that they will be changing into the positive direction. But it's just like Michelle said, you have to push yourself there. You have to get yourself there. You have to take action. Okay, and then you got the Four of Cups, and this again is going on what Michelle said about the missed opportunity. This could be your missed opportunity, is the Four of Cups. It's the missed opportunity card. So just know that, look around and maybe just don't look for the ordinary. Look for something extraordinary that's coming in for you to help you. And then you got the Nine of Pentacles. So this is what I call the spa day card. And for you to relax, do something for Mr. Maurice and nobody else. And you choose the path that you go down, but you get your head clear and take time for you. The next card I got for you is the Globe. Possibility. You have endless possibilities, right? Endless possibilities. You can go and even do a trip possibly, but if you can't do it right now, you can always plan it. You can always make plans and start looking at possibly doing some vacations or something that will help your experience in your journey to grow even more. So you also got the sacral chakra, the sacral portal. And this is the one that's right below your belly button. And it's creativity, intimacy. It can be inhibitions too. I like to think that it's where our feelings are kind of at. And so this is for you to just get a hold of your sacral chakra and say that you're going to have good feelings. You're going to make sure that your chakra's in alignment by having positive feelings and not negative ones. If you have negative ones, you change them and turn it into something else. And then I'm going to do a Ganesh card for you. We got energetic movement. So yeah, this is very similar to what Michelle was talking about, I think, as well. So energetic movement. So just keep going. You've got this. And your magical messages card looks like this on the back. And it says, have the bravery and curiosity it takes to dance gracefully with change. Chaos can be transformative. Chaos can be transformative. So there you go. Dance with change, and it can turn something that seems horrible into something wonderful. Transformation. And that's what I got for you, Mr. Maurice. All right. Okay, so maybe we can do a lightning round for just a couple of minutes if you want, Michelle.
Of course.
Will that be okay?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. And thank you, Mr. Maurice, again for being a super member. I appreciate that.
And thank you for subscribing, Karen. Yes, I do Vedic astrology. I am a licensed, certified, degreed Vedic astrologer. So
That's
thanks to
awesome.
Kamala Sutton. She's an amazing person. I recommend everyone follow her. She's my teacher.
That reminds me, have me talk to you when we get out of here about Adam. He's a astrologer that I did a collab with for the first time a couple days ago, and I want to tell you about him. So remind
That'd
me
be
to do that,
great.
or I'll
Of
forget.
course. Yeah, and Jonathan wants to like connect with you too, because we miss you and Milo.
Oh, yes, definitely, definitely. Is Shika still here? And then I've got Daniela on deck. Shika and Daniela.
And thank you, Jackie. You're amazing. There has to be more than one of her because she's just an amazing soul. I
Yeah,
just
I
love
can't comment because there are. No, I was just kidding.
her. Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
Daniela's here. All right,
Mhm.
let's go to Daniela first then. Do you want to kick us off,
Of
um,
course.
Michelle?
I want to know what message you have regarding my weight loss journey. Okay. 2026. Thanks so much. Well, I would love to see your chart because that would actually help me determine what deity is in charge of your weight loss. You know, what I tell people is if Jupiter is on your ascendant or if you're in a Sagittarius ascendant, it usually aims to weight gain. Now, the reason for that is because you can spend more time in meditation and less time on food and trying to support yourself because spirit is trying to say, you know what? You don't need food. You just need to sit in meditation and be with spirit and be with people. In my case, I have Rahu on my ascendant, and I have to. My food bill's insane because I just eat meat. But I'm a vegetarian, so I like fruits and vegetables all the time. So it would depend on what your ascendant lord is and who's in charge. That's just the Vedic perspective. But what I got for the cards for you was the first card I got was the Knight of Swords reverse. So you can be your own worst enemy unless you set boundaries for yourself. You know, Sivananda Saraswati said that when we rise up to those higher realms of being and living, if we are able to abstain from certain foods, especially the ones that we love, mine's peanut butter and nut butters in general, I have been off it for 6 months. Like I have to do that because I get addicted to nut butter. Uh, some people, it could be sugar, it could be other things. So it's important to kind of step back from the things that are take a pause from the things that your senses. That's what the Knight of Swords is about. It's like, oh, I want this, I want this, I want this. So think about like make a list of the foods that you run toward, that your senses run toward, your sense of smell, your sense of taste, runs toward, and take a step back and say, you know what, I'm not going to invite that into the house, meaning I'm not going to buy it. It's not going to be in my house. I'm going to abstain from it. And then try to find a healthier option for yourself. And then just continue to grow with those healthier options as you go. Because when you do that, it can help you with the controversy between you and that particular food item. It's like, okay, I really want this, I really want this, I really want this. Well, I can replace it with this. If you, and the thing is for me, when it comes to the taste buds and when it comes to the gut and when it comes to what we think about, if you can let it go for about 28 days, that tends to kind of rewire the mind a little bit. Meat takes 7 years. I grew up with meat. I can tell you, after 7 years, I no longer crave chicken noodle soup. I no longer crave those things that I had as a child. They were comfort food to me. I smell them and they make me want to, it's because I washed them out of myself. So if you invite new foods and new avenues into your diet, that will help you immensely. So that's the main thing. And then I got the Seven of Swords. Do not allow, and I got it reversed. So evaluate your opposition with food. Look at it. See, why do I crave you? Why do I look at you every day? Why do I want you in my body? There are things that you can replace that are much healthier. Like one of the things that happened, Saturn was going over one of my planets, and he has a way, he's the karmic teacher. He has a way of like lessening my taste buds because I have Rahu on Taurus on the ascendant. So I tend to like go raw with food. And so what he said to me was, this isn't healthy for you. And it was Jif peanut butter. I could eat it by the gallon. Okay. It was my favorite thing on the planet. And he replaced it with regular nut butter. And then he replaced it with nuts. And then he replaced it with natural nuts. And then he replaced it. He did a gradual thing for me. So ask Spirit to do a gradual lesson for you when it comes to food. And allowing yourself and your emotions to be attached to food that's completely human. Like every American little child wants chicken noodle soup when they're sick. I know how to make a vegan chicken noodle soup. It's even better than the one I had in childhood. That's better for me because I actually went to Ayurvedic counseling sessions. I incorporated ginger and turmeric and other things into that broth that actually healed me rather than just give me the emotional sense of feeling okay. I was able to take those Ayurvedic principles and put them into my food and make them make me feel better and more alive and more happy. Just to let you know, I had a full workup. I'm very healthy. I'm about 110 pounds and I'm 5'8". And I am extremely, I do yoga every day. We have a gym upstairs. I take very good care of my body. So if you need any help in this area, I do Ayurveda. I also do strength exercises, especially involving yoga that can help you through this. But know that your foods are deceiving you. They're like a little devil on your shoulder going, and that's very common during the holidays. And it's okay to actually take those little sneak treats. Like I have mine. Mine is like peaches and pound cake with a little bit of whipped cream. That's one of my favorite things in the world. And I'll just take a couple of like bites of it and I'll feel it. And I'll just be like, oh my gosh, this is so good. And I'll just sit in that and I'll keep it in my mouth. And it presents the most wonderful feeling for just for a second. And then I let it go and I go, thank you, God, for that moment. But I'm not going to allow it to affect my health. I'm not going to allow it to get in the way of my journey toward my own health goals. So when it comes to diet, when it comes to nutrition, forgive yourself for the mistakes you've made in your past. Object the foods that got you there. And then I went to my Mahabharata oracle and I got, you know the path forward. You have a beautiful intuition. And this tells me that you are an amazing soul who is tapped into this. Whenever I get this card, this tells me that this is someone who might have come from like Swaharloka or like a higher plane where we get whatever we want. And a lot of the things up there are sugary. So, and they're sweet and they're amazing. So when it comes to those foods, it's important to take a step back and say, this isn't Swaharloka. This is Bhumaloka. This is the place on earth where I'm supposed to learn my lessons and pay off my karma. And I get more upstairs if I do less downstairs, which is where we are, if you're a higher soul. So what this tells me is that you're literally getting channels of communication that can help you in this area, and that listening to your higher voice can bring you a channel of awareness when it comes to your diet and the restrictions that you're putting on your body. And it is a little harder, especially if you're coming from those higher realms of being and thinking. But the food is so good up there. But down here, we're supposed to restrict ourselves and set those limitations so that we can enjoy the things upstairs a little bit more and still get the wisdom and the knowledge and the direction from those higher beings so that when we come back down, we can be better humans and be a beacon for other people that are struggling in this area. Because in the nether realms, oh my gosh, the food down there is like, it's top chef level. Okay. In the higher realms, it's delicious and it's like little sweets and little things. But in the lower realms, it's the netherworlds, especially, it's amazing. So pay attention to the signs and symbols that are pasted on your path, especially when it comes to things that are being taken away. What I usually do is I go to the grocery store, and if something is missing, I go, I'm not supposed to eat that. And then I'll get like a little butterfly or like a coin or whatever you get from spirit to confirm that when you go out. So I love that you brought up food because that's a big deal in my life too. And I hope that that was helpful and that it can guide your path moving forward when it comes to eating what's best for you, but at the same time, allowing yourself those little treats. I think that was helpful, sweetie.
Thank you. Thank you, Daniela. All right. Let's go to Jules. Are you here?
Oh, you're welcome, sweetie. That's my weak point too.
Is Jules here? Yeah, I'm not seeing Jules, so how about Salam? Is Salam here? Jules or Salam? Salam's here. Okay.
Hey.
All right, Salam, I got you. I have been jobless for long. General reading for job opportunities before January 2026 ends. Okay, so I've got the Two of Wands for you, which is a great card for you to get. This is just saying that you have the opportunity to plan. So plan what kind of job opportunities that you want in your life, manifest them the best way that you know how. Live, live as if it's already happening, that you've got a great job, but keep looking. I think that something good is coming up. You got the Three of Pentacles. You may have some help from some other people who are going to help you find a job. So if you just mention to your friends, hey, what do you do, and are you guys hiring, or I'm really interested in what you do. Is there something that you think I could do? I think your friends will help you to lead you in the right direction, possibly. And then you got the Queen of Cups. So this is lots of love coming in, just empathy and being able to share your love with others. So look for a job that you can share your love with other people. So something that is creative, that makes you passionate, that makes you feel good about yourself, so that when you go home, you're satisfied as well. So for your oracle cards, you got resilience, the succulents. So make sure that you're being resilient, have that bounce back, just keep going. If you don't find the right one today, look for it tomorrow. So I know how you feel. I'm in the same boat as you. And I just couldn't see anything coming in yesterday, and then today something possibly came in. So you never know from day to day. Just get up every day and say, this could be the day, or this is the day that I'm going to find a good job opportunity. And put that into your head, put that into your mind. And then you've got the journey right here. And it says, you are learning that every challenge you face has a hidden gift inside. All right. So even this being jobless for so long will help you face something bigger later on. Maybe you can be a inspiration to other people. So just know that it has positive ramifications, even if you're not the place where you want to be. And here's your magical messages card. It says, to feel so much And it says, life can get hard, but remember that blessings are all around. There are tiny miracles everywhere. Isn't that great? It can be hard, but remember that there's blessings everywhere. So this may happen for you soon. I think that this Queen of Cups is a telltale that you're going to come up with something's going to come in for you as an opportunity. I'm thinking within about 3 months. So that's what I got. Thank you, Salam. Hope that resonates. And Michelle, we are up to the half hour. Will we be able to do maybe one more each, or do you need to go?
Yeah, I'm happy to do that for you, Scott.
Okay, thank you so much. That is awesome. Jules is here, and so would you like to do Jules?
You'd love to marry again. You need to work on your communications, my dear. That is the main thing that Spirit is asking you to do. Mercury is about the intellect, about communications. Finding someone whose intellect jives, it jives with you. It works with you. Now, my husband and I have very different intellects. He is Mercury in Sagittarius. I'm Mercury in Cancer that goes to Pisces. So I'm intuitive and he's intellectual and fiery. So we actually found a way to work with each other, even though we're water and fire, but that's very rare. You're going to want to find someone within a complementary element with you when it comes to your, and I say sidereal or Western, depending on which one you follow. You're welcome to follow me on Monday because I'm going to go into all of that on my show. But the main thing that I got for you regarding relationships is you need to find some balance in this area, especially when it comes to communications. Now, this is Shtita Prajna. Now, she is a beautiful woman in the Mahabharata who had non-attachment to anyone or anything around her. She was able to maintain a sense of balance because she did not allow the things in and around her to affect her as much as other people. We call that vairagya in the Vedic principles. So she's able to maintain a stance between good and evil, and she treats sorrow and joy with equanimity. Now, that's very difficult for a lot of women to do outside of delusion. So finding comfort in your soul will help you realize the supreme part of your being, and that withdrawing from your senses, especially the five senses, that's, eyes, ears, nose, mouth, touch. We have other sensory organs as well. The tongue is connected to the other parts of the body. That's the reproductive area. The eyes are also connected to that for men. For women, it's the tongue. So paying attention to those areas and seeing them outside of yourself and analyzing them and finding balance within those areas is going to help you. Okay, so you need to find balances in your relationships. You see she's in the tree pose here. This is one of my favorite poses, along with the plank, because I love the plank and I love push-ups and everything else. But the plank is one of my favorites, along with the tree pose, because what it does is it aligns the entire body with spirit, because we are made in the presence of God. This is in both Christian, Islam, Zoroastrianism, Judaism, Islam. It's in every faith. It really is. Buddhism. These poses are in every faith, and they've been carried on through God in all of our faiths. So you see her in this pose. She's able to literally put her calf up against her foot and stay steady. That's what you need to be emotionally when you come into relationships, physically what you want to be in relationships, and try to date the person that you would want to be. Like, who am I? Would I want to date me? Am I a balanced person emotionally, physically, fiscally? Am I someone that can bring something new to a relationship that's holy and beautiful? And then you expect that from the same person. You look them in the eye and you expect that. If they're lying to you, ask for vicharya. Vicharya is divine discernment. Discernment allows us to stay in the tree pose. It allows us to remain in balance with the universe. If you do not have discernment, which is vicharya, these guys will knock you right off your pedestal, take everything you have, and run off to the bank with it. That is what's happening to a lot of women in the collective right now. This is not to invoke fear. It's literally to just make things known, okay? Especially for the younger women. This is all about balance. Find balance within yourself, and you will attract a balanced partner for you, regardless of gender. That's the main energy that I got. And then I pulled another card because that was a little intense. And I got that sitting in meditation. Look at this beautiful being. This beautiful being is Vyasa. He is an amazing sage who is the grandfather of the Pandavas and the Kauravas. The Pandavas are the good guys on the other side. The Kauravas are the bad guys. Now the Kauravas were led by Duryodhana. Duryodhana was a king that said, my everything matters before anyone else's. I can rape women. I can destroy nations. I can do whatever I want because my will is mine. And he stamps his little feet down and he just makes his will done. And he's able to do it because he's Duryodhana. He's all ego. He's ego. He's all the senses that have been driven mad. That is Duryodhana. And this guy is the grandfather of Duryodhana, but he's also the grandfather of Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira was a good king who did everything right. He was calm. He was calculated in a good way toward God. He loved women and men. He saw all of us as equal. He enjoyed people and communities and cultures thriving. Duryodhana was the opposite. It's like the demon and the devil on our shoulders when we watch 40s and 50s cartoons. That is what's going on in this grandfather's back. He has the devil and he has the angels. He has the devil, which is Duryodhana, and he has the angel, which is Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira is the angel. Duryodhana is the narcissistic, my highway or everyone else dies guy. So you look at this guy and he is all about developing your imagination, your creative powers, and really seeing through like these really interesting leelas, these plays that are developing in your family, and looking at them in a sense of wonder and observation rather than reaction, and seeing them from a place of meditation and inquiry rather than reaction and going, oh my gosh, what's happening? I'm going to be in fear. No, don't do that. Literally look at them and go, wow, that's really interesting. What's going on with this person and that person? Okay, well, I'll just put a little knowledge here and see if it works. If it doesn't, don't own it. It's not your play to lead. So what this is telling me is that if you can tap into your creative talents, if you can tap into your meditation, you can see the play for what it is and see through the illusion. The illusion is we have been through timeless epics throughout many ages, many cultures, many narratives, and many eons and populations of worlds and being. I'm an anthropology major. I have lots of friends in this. I read a lot. That's where I get this from. This is a guy who can literally sit and collect all of that and figure out what's going on the world that's supposed to teach us stuff and the world that's supposed to give us the courage to move forward. So what I'm saying to you is sit in meditation, allow your imagination to flow through you, and you will find the right husband for you. But you need to come from this place. This is like a Two of Swords card. It needs to come through a place of not the mental, not even the heart. It needs to come from the place of the spirit, which is beyond all of that. It needs to come from your ajna and your crown. Because God, Goddess, has an amazing person waiting for you. You have to be sitting in a place of complacency and peace in order to receive that person. And I hope that helps, sweetie.
That was great. Thank you, Michelle.
You're welcome, honey.
All right. And we have time for one more. I wish we could get to everybody, but we're going to wind it up here with Juanita. And Juanita, are you still here? Thank you, Venus, for putting Michelle's channel in there. Please subscribe to Michelle if you come in later. You didn't hear me the first time or whichever. Please go over and subscribe to her. She's awesome, as you can see. No Juanita? Okay, what about Zach? Juanita or Zach? We'll take the first one that comes by. Okay, or Cat Goddess. First one that comes in gets a read. Hey, Sonia. Well, I think we may be done then, Michelle. I don't see anyone else coming in here. Give it just another minute if that's okay. Okay, well, we have been going for a while, so I'm going to go ahead and close it out then. And I just want to thank, first of all, Michelle. Thank you so much for wanting to do this show with me. I appreciate you. And you're on mute.
I said, of course, it's an absolute blessing to be here with you as well, Scott.
So again, hey, Zach, sorry we didn't get to everybody, but we do need to wind up. So please come back. I will be on tomorrow night, probably around 8 o'clock or so. And Michelle, what have you got coming up?
Well, I have a few podcasts coming up where I'm going to give 2026 readings. On Monday, I plan on doing 2026 readings. I'm going to have a calculator in the chat so everyone can put their sidereal calculations in. And I can give them a reading for 2026 based on their sun, moon, or ascendant. So you don't have to have your birth time in order to get a reading from me based on because the sun and the moon are not based on birth time. The ascendant is, but I do all three. So if you come and you join me, I would love to kind of help you out there. And then, oh my goodness, yeah, lots of stuff in the future, but just stay tuned and please subscribe to Scott because he's just an amazing human being and I love reading with him.
Thank you, Michelle. All right. Thank you, everybody. And I hope everybody has a wonderful night and hope to see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Thanks, moderators.